everybody. We are back again. I'm trying something a little bit new. I have a new microphone, and so I'm going to step back a little bit so you can actually see me, and I don't cut my head off like the other videos. But we have a stack of new arrivals, so I wanted to go ahead and videotape those, and yeah, we'll see what has come in. Thank you again to everybody who has donated either money or has bought something from our wish list. As always, links and everything will be down below, and all the information and everything as to what we're doing, why we're doing it, and all of that is also in that information. And the video before this was one of my students. She begged to do an unboxing, so she did an unboxing video for us, and she had a lot of fun. So I hope that you have seen that video. If not, go back to the one right before this one, and you'll see Leah. She has already checked out, even though we're not officially open, she has checked out probably 10 or 15 books by herself. And as of right now, again, we are not officially opened, but we do have some kids that have been checking books out almost every single week, multiple times a week. Anytime they see me in here, they're running back to tell their parents, Miss Cheryl's in the classroom. We're going to go grab our books. And they come running back and exchange books. So we currently have 40 books checked out from our system, and about 13 different people who are actively kind of utilizing the library, which is really exciting. So that's only going to get bigger and better, and we're getting ready to launch a reading challenge for the summer, which I'm kind of excited about. I'll rip that open really fast. The grand prize, if you get through all of the challenges, each group has a bronze challenge, a silver challenge, a gold challenge, a platinum challenge, and if you reach all of those, then before the end of the summer, you get a pizza party, or you can choose a book of your choice, and you get that for free. Miss Cheryl's going to buy that for them. So we'll see. And then their names get added to a big giant thing, kind of pot raffle that we are going to pull a $20 gift card for. So, and they get to choose where they want that gift card. So that's kind of exciting. I'm working on all the details right now, and hopefully we'll launch that next week, but we shall see. Okay, let's start off and see what all has come in already so far. Okay, so these are book covers. So they're adjustable, they're plastic. So I'm using these to cover some of our highly circulated hardback books, hardcover back books, because I've noticed as kids have taken them and brought them back, they're getting kind of dirty and a little scuffed up and stuff. And so I want to keep them as nice and neat as we possibly can. So I've bought these. These are the 8 by 14. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that these will work for a set of the books that some of the other ones that I already have don't fit. They're a little bit too small for. So I'm hoping that those will fit. So let's see what else we got. It's a bit humid here today, so I'm getting the a little bit of the drainage happening. So these are another set of covers. Again, same thing. They kind of slip on the back. They're adjustable. This little tab right here is basically just a sticky, so you kind of take it apart and then you can stick it where it fits. So these are the 8.5 by 15. So I'm hoping that one of those two options will fit and not be super big for that set of books. And then I have an order from Demco. So Demco is, I'm not sure exactly what all they do, but what they're kind of most commonly known for is library type stuff, and specifically like repairs and materials to help protect your books. They also sell furniture and things like that to libraries. I found them first through just YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, different librarians using their Cover One machine. Now, Cover One is actually a company, but Demco offers a Cover One machine through their company. And then I went to their website and was looking at all the things that they have. So we have a couple of different repair type things over here in this corner right here on the shelf. I have a bunch of different repair tapes, like hinge tape and spine tape and protective tapes that are good for books. And then you can't really see it, but it's on this side right here. There's like a desk that has some covers and also our book toaster, because I bought a book toaster. Could not afford the cover one, so I bought a much cheaper option that works really well for our uses and our needs right now. So I'm super grateful for that. And then we have, so that basically repairs the spine. So if the spine comes apart, you put some glue and then heat the glue and it melts, and it kind of helps to repair that spine and keep that book in circulation. And then I've got like book liquid glue that's good for specifically for books. Yeah, like lots of little repair type stuff like that. So that's what Demco does. So this box is from Demco, and I ordered from them some Mylar. So we have some books that come on that come with a book jacket. Let me grab one and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like this book, it has a book jacket that kind of protects the cover, but it also gives like a fun kind of image to add onto it, so you're not printing on the actual book. But I want to cover these as well so that they are protected, but also get to stay with the book. And so this is a Mylar cover. And the good thing about the rolls of Mylar is that it covers it, but it's like you measure it to the exact length. And so you are for sure going to be able to utilize every single bit of this. And so that's really exciting for that. So I'll put that back over there. So that came from Demco. Then I have some boxes from Amazon, and let's see what is in here. I got a donation earlier this week, and I immediately grabbed several boxes for some kids, or books for some kids that I knew were waiting for these titles. They love these series, and so kind of filling out some of those. So this is The Investigators, Whether or Not. I have several kids that are like begging for more of these books, and so I'm trying to get as many as I can. But I also try to get them on sale so that, you know, I can buy as many books as possible and not, you know, waste money. So I don't get to get all of them all at the same time always. But speaking of, this is another book that one of my kids just started reading, and he's loving it. He's not a super excited reader. We have book 3 in the graphic novel version of this. We have the entire chapter book series, but we don't have all of the graphic novels. So this one is book 2 in that series, and I also have book 1. I'm not sure if it's in these boxes or not, but he was super excited to read that one. And oh, actually, this one is book 1 in that series. So this one has that book cover, the book jacket. So I will cover this paper with this Mylar cover, and then it will look like that other one. So it'll be nice and protected. I also cover these with another product that comes from Demco. It's kind of expensive, but if they're going to be high circulation, I want them to be pretty sturdy. And so this is a paperback, and you can tell that it's like very flimsy. But I have some covers from Demco that are like hard plastic. So it helps kind of protect those books. So I will definitely be covering that Warriors book with that. And then when that kid brings back that first, or the book 3, then I'll cover that one, because I don't think I covered it before he snatched it. So, and then I have another graphic novel. This is Alan Gratz's Refugee. And so this is 3 different kids, one common mission from 3 different areas and 3 different time zones also, like our time eras. And so they're escaping kind of traumatic situations. One is from Nazi Germany in 1930s, one is a Cuban girl in 1994, and one is a Syrian boy in 2015. So those came from Amazon. And then I have one more box here, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more boxes in San Diego as well. But this is just what has made its way down to our campus. So we have another Investigators, Braver and Bolder. And again, students were like begging for these books. So I tried to get as many as I could. We have Investigators All Tied Up and Investigators Off the Hook. And these are graphic novels, and they're kind of adventure graphic novels, which are super fun. Let's see. This one is another Investigators. Yeah. And then finally we have Investigators Take the Plunge. So that one is another Investigators. And then the author, John Patrick Green, has another series that's similar, and they are featured in the Investigators books called The Agents of Suit, or Agents of SUIT. And so I got 2 of those. So From Badger to Worse. And I think this is the first one in that series. So it's just Agents of Suit. So that is what I have in this haul today. Let me take you over and see kind of what we've been doing with the library. So this is kind of the setup right now. I've got books that have been processed on the table. I kind of sit here and process books. So there's several books right here that will be in that previous video that I'm processing. And then back here, you can see that there are all of our bookshelves. So let's kind of go back. Now, a lot of these have not been processed yet. So you can see that there's a lot of books, a lot of the picture books that still need to be processed. So, but we do have several fun series. And my next kind of task is organizing these books and trying to get them organized, get them on the shelves, get them kind of categorized and stuff. I also have this bookcase over here that I'm putting our YA books in, so that they're not as easily accessible from for the little kids to just grab. And some of them aren't technically YA, but they're older. Since we're not like a middle school or a high school, or like we're all kindergarten through 12th grade, I wanted to kind of put a label on the ones that maybe are a little bit more mature. So they might not technically be young adult, which would be 13 and up. They might still be a little bit older than some of our kind of young kids here. So anyways, that is kind of what I'm doing. I've got over here the bookmark station, and then down here I have our returns and stuff like that. So I'm kind of trying to get things settled, situated. I have a friend that is here visiting. She's in college right now in Washington State, but she is visiting her family here. And so she's going to come help me for a couple of days to organize some stuff and hopefully process some things. I'm hoping that over here under our whiteboard, which is right here, you can't really see it, where we'll have like all of our picture books. So I'm hoping to get, if the ones that I currently have do not fit, I'm hoping to put 2 smaller bookcases over there, one that will fit under the whiteboard and one that will fit kind of over on the side over here where those red backpacks, those are our first aid kits, where those red backpacks were hanging. And hopefully I'll get those over here soon. And then our picture books will go over there for the little kids. And then those back shelves will be more for chapter books even like early reading chapter books, and then a lot of our chapter books, because we have a lot of them, and graphic novels and things like that. So hoping to clear off stuff from the table so that it gets on the shelves. And I'm processing as quickly as I can. I'm writing all of the things for the reading challenge. And I'm hoping that if it goes really well, then we will do it again every single quarter. And every quarter, kids will be able to earn free books or pizza parties or fun things, fun activities, prizes, cafe gift cards, things like that. So my goal is that kids will love reading and will want to read all the time. And we have a handful of kids that definitely do. So anyways, thank you guys so much for all of your support always. If you financially support me as a missionary, just know that some of that money is going into this library as well. So you are supporting this library. But if you would like to give specifically to our books, to the materials, these things like this, Mylar, the book covers, they're not very cheap. But they will elongate the life of these books. And so hopefully they will be here for generations to come. And that's kind of the goal, is that we build this library to be able to stay for many, many years. When we launch our school again, our K through 12 school again in the future, these will go into that library as well. And so we'll continue circulating through that. So if you would like to donate, we have several wish lists. We have wish lists on bookoutlet.com, on FB Marketplace, First Book Marketplace. We have Amazon wish list. All of those links are below. You can also donate directly to me via Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. All of those accounts are down below. If you would like a tax-deductible donation, and you are in the United States or in Canada, you can give through those links as well. They will go through YWAM. Just make a notation on there or send me a message that you sent this amount of money and that it's specifically for the library, so I know that that's not coming as regular support, but it's specifically for the school library stuff. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. And what are your favorite books? Have you ever heard of The Agents of Suit? Have you ever read anything by John Patrick Green? What's your favorite genre? I'd love to hear. Mine, I think, is probably historical fiction, would be number one. And then after that, I really like mystery, and I really like fantasy. I'm enjoying several fantasy books right now. So yeah, what's your favorite? Okay, bye.